These are Highfield levers, or shroud side stay extenders, we call them. In this case, the stays with the forestay tied the way it was. I needed to open this to be able to step the mast. We use a Highfield lever to lengthen the side stays on a downwind run sometimes, depending on the wind conditions. We also use them on very light airs to let the rig flop sideways, and then the sails will take a nicer shape. This is very helpful if you're sailing in very low winds. You can make your boat sail a little bit faster, we feel, when you use the Highfield lever to help get shape in your sails. Another useful thing for the Highfield lever is stepping the socksail mast. This is almost a necessary accessories to have for stepping the socksail mast. Let's see, the other thing that's important here is that you have the mast rotation system in place. Some boats are running without this at all, but this is a kind of a half safety system, so that if you rarely will it happen, but if you dismast, this will keep the mast from getting too far away, and especially if you're on the water, you may be able to re-step it if you've got this on. If you don't have this, there's probably other methods of getting a mast rotation system on a boat. When you're going downwind, of course, you're going to want to rotate as much as possible. There's a little bit of tension on here, so it doesn't want to rotate as much as it should be. I may be able to show that once the jib is on. While sailing, you should carry a pair of pliers with you, possibly some other tools that you find you'll need. These pliers can sometimes make the difference on being able to fix things or loosen shackles off that maybe become necessary to loosen. Carry these things with you. Definitely carry line with you, so that if you have to get towed or rewrite your boat with assistance, a line will be invaluable. Anything else you can think of, water, whatever, bring it along. Just an explanation on the jib halyard. This one has a wire up to the pulley up at the tang. And we have a 2-to-1 here, so what you need is a block with the becket, and you just need a cheek block on the mast and a cleat. And of course, I think that's pretty self-explanatory there. You can use regular wire, Dyneema, or something else. It doesn't have to be wire. So again, we're putting our halyards into this pouch on the deck. A lot of Seaspray trampolines will have pockets on the deck, to stash those ropes. This isn't very good if you don't have one. You should probably have even a clip-on pocket to get those ropes out of the way. This is sort of okay. It works. Okay, so at the front, this is a very simple system. We've got I'm not sure the term on this shackle, but it's a round edge shackle, and it allows another anchor shackle. This is stainless steel anchor shackle that you can attach to this. The nice thing here is you don't need thimbles with this type of shackle. The idea is to get this dimension as low as possible. Probably 8 to 10 inches is ideal. What this does is it lowers the jib, and this system will lower the jib, and also it'll be slightly more forward, so you open up the slot between the main and the jib. This is beneficial for this boat. Little explanation on the Barber hauler system. This is to control your jib sheeting angle. On this boat, the Seaspray is not a typical setup. We have center tube cleating, which is somewhat common. That's being able to cleat the jib from this portion or part of the boat here, rather than on the outside, which was typical of the factory boats. You can still see where the track and the jib fairlead came in to here. And if you can understand the sheeting angle, this is about as tight as you could sheet the jib, maybe back here. And so that wasn't very advantageous. And then also you had the daggerboard trunk kind of in the way. So you had to kind of, if the daggerboard was up a little bit, you couldn't get at the cleat. So moving the cleats to the center tube was much more of an advantage. And some of the tracks were then mounted on the inside here. So that brought the angles a little bit closer to what the main sheet would have been cleating, the cleating angle as well. So they had a board fiberglassed underneath the deck here, and this allowed this track to be able to screw in here. So that's still, some of the people that were modifying their boats for racing didn't think that was a very good system. So now we've got the fair lead runs along this rope here from here, and then it goes all the way out to the outside. So your sheeting angle can change from here, and it goes all the way out to here, and you can control that. So that gives you a huge difference in the choices that you have. And so from here, anywhere you can set that jib anywhere you want. So if you're sailing upwind, of course, you're going to have it in fairly tight, matching the main sheet angle, or closely matching the main sheet angle. And then if you're going downwind, of course, you can use your Barber hauler system, which is this fair lead is attached to that, and it can be drawn further out. And this control on this boat goes to another center tube cleaning system right here. So when you're sailing from that side, you can control your jib sheeting angle all the way from here all the way out to here. So that's a big advantage. And the reason that we're running it this way, and this rope, it ties the two track ropes together. And the reason that is done that way is because it tends to hold this rope at a lower angle rather than riding up too high. But as you go back here, it's pulling more along the foot of the jib sail, and over here it's pulling more maybe along the leech, which, especially going downwind, you want your leech to be fairly tight.